Welcome back again. This is number 6 of the block flock, all incorporated into this series, but we're building these 2 nest boxes for our 2 really good cockbirds. They're probably not super exceptional cockbirds, but they are the best that I have, so we're going to give them nice little setup here. And if you watched the video from yesterday, you will see that what we're trying to accomplish here. And then today, what I'm thinking about is, with this nest bowl, I would really like to have it up a bit somewhere, but I just don't. It's just depending on space, because I don't want to have, obviously it'll have to have a bit that they can jump up onto, so I'll just think about it as I go along whether or not we will put that in there, just because it might make it hard for them to jump up. If not, I'll just put it down here, and we'll just put perches up here somewhere for the adults to get away from the babies. But I don't know, maybe later on we can put in a removable box so we can have 2 levels, so that we can have eggs on the top, and then second round, well, basically the first round of squeakers will be on the bottom and then eggs on the top, just so that they are separate. I've had troubles in the past where the chicks actually go into the nest with the other eggs, and it just causes issue, pushes eggs out, breaks eggs, things like that. So it could be something we add in later, because we've got plenty of room here, so we can actually make a box that will fit in here, and we can push it over in the corner. Maybe it's probably going to be easier for cleaning, but we'll see how we go. We might try and get some we'll try and get the roof on this. Might be a little bit interesting, just because I don't have a lot of material, so we're just trying to do this project with whatever material we do have. I might be able to get away with just putting a couple of bits of timber on the back here and be able to screw it down onto that sheet iron, and then I think we've got enough meat into this to be able to screw into this as well. So I think we might be right. Let's get into it and see what we can do. So the roof is on. Surprisingly went on a lot easier than I probably thought it would. We just pretty much used these 2 old pieces we had laying around. We actually have used them for our black pigeon loft we had. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you do remember that loft we had, drop the comments down below, because that wasn't too long ago, but long time on this channel. So that's where this black stuff is left over from. It's pretty dirty. I'll just give that a bit of a wash when we get out there anyway, and yeah, I'm pretty happy how that's going. It's pretty good. I got a bit of an angle on the roof too, so the water should go back down that way. And also put this flashing on the front here, which makes it look heaps better, and it's going to hold these two pieces together good. And it's also for safety as well, because you know, obviously that sheet iron on the front there has quite a sharp edge, and this pretty much just takes it off and squares it up. It actually looks really nice as well. I do want to use that more often, that this flashing type, because it looks really good, and at the same time it's safety. Not that any pigeons will, but on my other loft I've got some. I should actually put it on there, because if the pigeons come down, they aren't going to hurt themselves on this sharp edge of this. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. All we really need to do now is get some doors on this, and I'd say it's pretty much done. The thing I do really like about this, that it is very open. You've got the airflow that will come through, travel up the back there, and it is very dark as well in here, which is fantastic, because of this material, the form ply is dark. The bird's going to feel, you know, very comfortable in here, and obviously when it is darker like this, they will sit on eggs, and they're more settled, so they will breed a lot quicker. And there's one little screw up there that I must have missed, so I'm going to have to fix that little screw up there. But it's looking pretty good. I'm not sure what I want to put on the floor here. I was thinking even maybe just putting a thin layer of sand on there. And also, if you wonder how I fix this on there, I use little rivets. See them? Are basically just these little bad boys. You drill the hole, which is pretty close to it, and then you just put the knobby end in, put the other bit in here, give it a pop, and then it just pretty much squeezes it in there and locks it in there. Pretty good. It's looking all right. It's got like a little bit of a lip on the front here, so stop a bit of the rain, and then we've also got lip over the back, so water will just cruise off, which is good. That's what we want. Now it's time to get some doors on there, and then we're probably pretty close to being finished. I might have a bit of a think overnight, make life easier for me. I might have to buy some timber. I might put some legs on it. I was going to set it on some pavers out there, but I might even look at putting some legs on it, because I do have some wheels. Be nice to put some wheels on it, and I can just wheel it wherever I need to. I think that might be a good idea, just to save a bit of manual handling, because I assume this thing's pretty heavy now. But we'll see. Stay tuned for that. But let's get some of these doors on, because we're getting close, very close to finishing. And Leo and Storm ready to lay again, so pressure's on. Anyways, we had a little bit of a win. So basically, these doors were off the loft breeding thing I had out there. It was made of that white veneer. Turns out that the actual width here is exactly the same as the width for those doors out there. So what I did is I actually just cut them down, and then moved this little piece up here a bit more. So we've actually got two doors that really took minimal effort, and we just reused the material that I pretty much just wasted anyway. So yeah, let's get these two doors up and see how it looks. So doors are on. Luckily enough, they fitted quite well. This is dressed pine, so I might have to give it a coat with something just to help it in the weather. That's treated, so that's going to be fine, but this stuff is all not the best for the weather, but if we paint it or treat it with something, it should be fine. But you know, these doors are looking pretty good. I think this is probably the best breeding boxes that I actually have ever built. I'm pretty happy with them. I think tomorrow I'm going to head down first thing to the hardware store and I'll buy some little latches for here, and then we can just properly lock this up, because we've got some pretty good pigeons in here, so I don't want them getting out, or any little kids or anything accidentally opening them and we've lost all our pigeons. But yeah, looks a little bit dark in there, but once we actually get it outside in the light, it'll be fine. Looking pretty good, I'm happy. Anyway, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and drop some comments down below. I will do another video tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 3-part thing. I had to work all night and I've only had a few hours sleep, and obviously I had to take my missus to the doctors as well, because I've got a few little things going on. So it's looking pretty good. Apart from that, we'll do what we can tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we'll be finished, and then we can get the cockbirds in there. It's pretty much finished now apart from these little locks, so see you later.